Conference matchup in today's game as the Celtics come into town for this one. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. That's certainly what we have in store for us today. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. You look at Indiana.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for
it. Here's Duren. And that one drops. Duren's got his second basket of the game. One thing to watch tonight, RJ, both these teams are great passing the ball. They really rack up the assists.
These are the type of teams you want to play for, because you know what? If you pass it, the ball will find you again.
And those are two loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
To the inside. Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
That misses off the backboard.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Drills it from outside.
For three.
Good job by Tatum to exploit the space just outside the arc.
Now, here is Halliburton. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Siakam. And they're able to recover. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
But look at the basket, guys, still shaking.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish. Just light work.
Siakam outside. Pass to Halliburton. To the middle. Shots good by Siakam.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Halliburton. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And Siakam throws it down.
While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That is his first foul of the game. Here's White. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Siakam hits them both. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with a maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, the Pacers are moving as one. Coach Rick Carlisle said the thing I love about this team is that we're a true team. We're a group that needs each other. We work at communication. We're collaborative. We make sure our guys have a voice, and we're all in it together. Kevin, back over to you.
They win by committee. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Such a wide open look. Tatum's got 15.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Outside, Kuminga. Pass to Nembhard. Inside. Shots good by Siakam. He's got 10.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Celtics. And it was... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Can they keep up the pace? Who knows? But they're already in a great position to win this one.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammates.
Aldama. Pass to LeVert. He's looking for Aldama and finds him. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Down low. Here's Huff. From down in the low post, it goes. Huff's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
To the paint. LeVert with it. Just 5 to shoot. In the corner, Castle with it. And it's off from three-point range. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunchy.
And we're seeing what a high team offense should look like.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. And it's Mathurin missing. Celtics leading by 5. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging. And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team. A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
Halliburton looking around. On the wing, Mathurin. Trying to find Halliburton and gets it to him. Count that one. Halliburton's got his first 2 points of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
A nice shot by LeVert.
Due to that aggressive style of play on the offensive end, LeVert is kind of just used to contact at this point.
Walker at the elbow. Pass to Mathurin. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jalen Durham.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
The Celtics have been a title contender for years now. So, RJ, what do you attribute that to?
Well, their talent level has been off the charts. But something else you can point to is their defense. The Celtics have been an elite defensive team for over a decade.
And a guy who can get up off the floor. Halliburton will throw one down if you're sleeping.
Here's Tatum. Here's Durant. And Durant slams it in.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. 1:57 left now here in the second. Now, here is Halliburton. Nembhard for three. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. Nembhard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Right side, Tatum. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him.
Pass to Nembhard. And Siakam has it in the corner. From the arc, and Indiana, another three.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Outside Tatum. Going inside. And the dunk by Tatum.
2 extra loud points there by Jason Tatum. Sending the message.
Mathurin, good.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
White, wide open. He fires. Drains it from beyond the arc. White's got 6.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
And finished off by Walker.
When Jarris Walker stuffs it, we feel those pucks over here.
Now Tatum. He's got 19. Here's Jones off his leg, and it's being called a kickball. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Get ready, everyone. Let's hear it for all
9 seconds left here in the second.
Substitution on
Inside. It's tipped. And a close game so far for the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Celtics out in front. They lead by 4. And we'll be back right after this. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And here's Halliburton. Halliburton muscles through the contact.
Not to be denied. Halliburton plays the game with fire.
And defensively, man, the Celtics sure switch a lot.
Yeah, that strategy is the norm in the NBA. They have versatile defenders to do it, though, and it's still a big part of how they stifle their opponent's three-point shooting.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, guys. Tyrese Halliburton is so key for this team. He said, quote, "I think the biggest pressure I've ever had in my entire life is from myself. When I'm at my best is when I'm having fun and really competing on a nightly basis. I have to show up every day with a smile on my face and bring my infectious personality." Back to you guys.
He sets the tone. Okay, Allie, thanks. To the middle. Here's Portis. Misses the baby hook.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Pass to Nesmith. To Nembhard. He doesn't hit that one.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Nembhard. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Rocket 6. Offensive rebound. Siakam. Halliburton, that's good. That's now 8 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
quarter, looking it over. To the inside. And Duran slams it in.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Neesmith. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And it's Porter with the ball for the Celtics. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Sinks the three-pointer. And now it's a 9-point Celtic lead.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And some changes here for the Celtics. Pass to Huff. Now Mathurin. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's Shepard. Down low. Here's McConnell. Off with the layup. Boston leading by 9. When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't. And most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And the Celtics with possession here. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's White. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. And it just seems like the Pacers have really shaken up the lead, Greg, with their fast-paced, aggressive style.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam, 2 star players who thrive in this up-tempo style. And if you look at the roster around them, the pieces fit.
1:06 left in the third quarter. Here's McConnell. Hasn't made one yet. Right side to Walker. With nobody on him, he carries the jumper.
Oh, he's been doing all he can to keep this competitive, but he needs some support.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
To the middle. Here's Jones. And it's slammed in by Jones.
Over the years, we've seen constant growth from Tatum as a playmaker. Part of the reason why he's an all-NBA first teamer.
Here's McConnell. No good. Celtics leading by 9. Tatum with it. 19 points in the game. Over Mathurin. Tatum no good. Got a piece of it. And so it's Boston in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of... And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Now here's White. Outside Tatum. The three-point shot is pure for Tatum.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Pass to Kuminga. Back to Nembhard. Now Siakam. And he gets it to go. And that's 12 points for Siakam.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
And here's Tatum for 3. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Halliburton with it. He's picked up by White. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Oh, the numbers speak for themselves. Siakam showing great versatility on the offensive end.
Pass to Ivy. Fires away from way outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Portis. Siakam pulls it in. Pacers trailed by 8. Now, here's Neesmith. Top Nembhard. Inside. And Neesmith with the slam.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Tatum with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Back to Tatum. During a screen. Oh, one dunk after another. Woo!
How about Tatum shredding the D with his passing? So effective in pick and rolls.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Now Siakam. And there's the dunk.
And right now, Siakam is cooking. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep feeding the hot hand.
Tatum outside. Launches it. Knocks down the three.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's foul number 2 for him. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away. Now Castle. Now here's Tatum. And there's the three.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Duran pulls it down. Boston leading by 15.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Celtics.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jason Tatum.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
It's good! And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 15-5 run here. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks.